Hi, I'm Brad Himmick, Heat Pump Product Manager, and I'm here with a group of our residential product managers to talk about our exciting new line of A2L R454B products. So why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Aditya Mittal, Fan Coil Product Manager.
Michelle Notaro, AC Product Manager.
Mark Lampe, Furnace Coils, Evaporator Coils Product Manager.
And we are delighted to come together today to talk to you about some of the details of our exciting new line of A2L products. Now, you've probably already heard a lot about A2L refrigerants and R454B specifically. And if you want to learn more about R454B, please check out some of the information that we have available on HVAC Partners and by following the QR code. Now, I really want to dig into some of the details of the specific products. So let's start with the outdoor units. Michelle, would you care to tell us how someone can tell the difference between a 410A and an R454B unit?
Yeah, absolutely. The R454B ACs and heat pumps have a shipping label that clearly marks R454B on the outside of the carton. When you open up the product and take it out, you'll first probably notice a yellow hang tag on the service valves. And then if you look at the ratings plate, you'll see an A2L refrigerant logo. And also in the bottom left, there's a new QR code where you can scan it and learn more information about R454B. Finally, on the liquid and vapor service ports, you'll notice that there are red caps, and this is now required for any AC and heat pump with A2L refrigerant.
Awesome, thank you very much. Now, Aditya, how can someone tell the difference between one of the new R454B units on an indoor unit?
Sure. So just as Michelle laid out the differences on the outdoor, even on the indoor furnace coil and fan coils, there are going to be several indicators that would help the customers in the field to identify an R454B unit. So firstly, on the product label itself, we are going to clearly call out the refrigerant type to be R454B. Secondly, just like the outdoors, even on the indoors, we are going to have hang tags, which would state for R454B systems only. And I think this is a good indicator for an installer in the field to know that they are working with a R454B unit. And thirdly, from a packaging standpoint, on the shipping label, we are also going to have R454B. That would be easy to spot as well as easy to read in the field. And finally, from a nomenclature standpoint, we're going to have a revised nomenclature, as well as we are creating new SKUs, which will allow a clear distinction between the product we have today and 454B products.
So let's take a closer look at some of the equipment changes. And so, Mark, can you give us an overview of how the new furnace coils are going to be different than the 410A furnace coils?
Absolutely. As Aditya had noted previously, there is a change in model numbers and nomenclature, which will clearly indicate the change in refrigerants. Now, the biggest change for furnace coils is what we're calling an active dissipation system. And an active dissipation system is essentially a way to detect a leak in the coil should there be a refrigerant leak. And why is this critical? Well, if there is a leak in the system, you want to be able to dissipate that leak. So how is the system actually going to do this? If there is a detected leak in the furnace coil, the system will turn on the fan, the system will turn off the heat, and the system will blow the air through the system until the levels of that are lowered. And then after that, it'll turn the system back on and start running again. Now, the difference, or one of the main objectives in this, is that we are shipping our furnace coils with the dissipation system with every single coil. Now, the sensor will be installed in the coil, and the system will also ship with the rest of the dissipation system components. And so there will be some installation in the field for furnace coils.
All right, so Aditya, how is it different for a fan coil?
So the active dissipation system in itself is the same, like Mark mentioned on the furnace coils. The main difference is going to be that this system is going to be factory installed and factory shipped on the fan coil units. And for furnace coils, like Mark mentioned, the sensor is going to be installed, and then the rest of the dissipation components is going to ship with the coil.
Yes.
Are there any other specific product changes coming?
Yeah, so I'm really happy to say that with all 454B products, We are going to have the liquid and the vapor service valves. They're now going to be straight stub outs. And this is, I think it's going to be really helpful in the field because now they can choose to either braze or use press fittings for brazeless connections. Secondly, because this is a new refrigerant, we are making changes to the TXV as well. So it's we are going to have new TXVs both in the fan coil as well as the furnace coils. And finally, like we talked about the label changes, we are making those changes on the product as well as the packaging so that it's easy for folks in the field to know that it's a 454B unit.
What does that mean for our customers?
So I know Mark is going to agree to this as well, but the main thing is that we want the indoor and the outdoor products to use the same refrigerants.
Yeah, you do not want to mix refrigerants. You cannot mix refrigerants. And that's the benefit of having these hang tags on the indoors and outdoors, because you'll be able to identify that you have a matched system.
So what about key product changes to your products?
Yeah, thanks for asking. So we've got our new line of R454B single stage heat pumps coming out early part of this year. So the timing is going to line up with the indoor units. But the first order is going to be in March of 2024 and first ship shortly thereafter in April of 2024. So as we move to the new refrigerant, we're changing the refrigerant nomenclature to show that it is a 454B unit. Also, we are going to be adding a nomenclature lookup tool on HVAC Partners so you can easily see the model that you were purchasing before and the new 454B equivalent of that model. Something else that we're really excited for with the 454B models is that all of our outdoor models are now going to be press fitting capable. So that means that they're going to ship with a press fitting capable filter dryer as well as longer stub outs without a bell, so we can use a mechanical fitting on those as well. And then the next thing that we're really excited about is that these will all be M1 rated with A coils, V coils, as well as slab coils, as well as the 454B fan coils. And it is important that you pair these outdoor units with the 454B indoor unit as well. And then finally, the thing that we're most excited about is on our mid-tier heat pumps, we will be launching with IntelliSense technology. So what that means is when these IntelliSense outdoor units are paired with an ecobee thermostat, we'll gather liquid and suction line pressure and temperature as well as outdoor air temperature. And that data is then going to go to the cloud where our contractors can see either on their app or on the connected portal that information and be able to know before they go to the home on a service call what's probably going on with that unit.
So Brad, you mentioned that the heat pumps are going to be ready for shipments in April 2024.
That's right.
The indoors, the fan coils are also going to be ready for shipments during that time as well. Mark, how about the furnace coils?
Same launch time as the fan coils as well. Furnace coils will be launching at the same time frame as well. So we'll have the national heat pumps, indoor fan coils, indoor furnace coils all launching at the same time.
Awesome. And how about the literature documents?
Yeah, actually, the product bulletins giving this information are already posted on HVAC Partners, and we'll be releasing more information in the coming month for any updates. But all the technical literature is likewise available on our HVAC Partners site as well.
So what about ACs?
Yeah, Brad, it's a great question. Unfortunately, the ACs will not be until later this year. The first orders can be taken in July, and then first shipment happening in September, and it will be for our South AC family.
All right, well, we've heard about the indoor units and the heat pumps. Could you tell us a little bit more about the ACs?
Yeah, absolutely, Brad. First thing you'll notice is that there are new SKU numbers. So our nomenclature is changing. So each part number has a refrigerant digit, so you'll see that changing for the R454B units. The AC models were all going to be M1 rated with our A coils, slab coils, and B coils, and also with the new R454B fan coils. And then just something else to keep in mind when you're replacing an outdoor unit with R454B, you'll want to make sure that you're also going to replace the indoor unit. So there's no compatibility between having an outdoor on the old refrigerant and an indoor on the new. You have to have both matching.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, guys, for covering that today. So be sure that if you have any questions about R454B or any of our new products, that you check out all the information that we have available on HVAC Partners, as well as the QR code. And we have a lot of great training available on My Learning Center, where you can learn all about the new refrigerant and the changes that are coming. So thanks a lot for joining us today, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.